Have you ever noticed how some people seem to change their life slowly, almost quietly, until one day they become someone completely different, while others, despite all their dreams and talent, remain stuck in the same place for years? What if the real difference isn't motivation, but something far smaller, almost invisible? This story begins in a quiet valley where the mountains touch the sky, but its lesson might change the way you live the next 30 days of your life. But before we reach the ending, we must begin with a boy named Rian, a boy who believed he was destined for failure, or at least that's what he told himself. Rian was 22, old enough to dream big, but still trapped in the cycle of, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll study. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll clean my room, exercise, change, do better. But his tomorrows always turned into next week. And next week quietly became next month. And before he knew it, a whole year had passed. He lived in a small valley village where the streets smelled of morning tea, and the mountains cast long shadows that made everything feel peaceful, yet heavy. A place where time felt slow, but Rian's guilt felt fast. Every time he looked at his unfinished books or the job applications he never sent, his heart tightened. But the real breaking point came one day when he saw his childhood friend, Mira, returning to the village. She had left to study in the city. Now she was confident, energetic, full of direction. Rian, she laughed, hugging him. I'm starting my internship soon. Life is moving fast. Her words stung him in a way he couldn't show. Life was moving fast for her. But for him, everything stood still. That night, Rian sat outside his small home, staring at the mountains, wondering how some people changed while he kept slipping backwards. And that's when he heard a voice. A quiet, old, steady voice. One that carried the weight of years. Life doesn't change when you feel ready, the voice said. It changes when you change what you do daily. Rian turned. Sitting by the stone steps near the village well was an old man, thin, calm, with eyes that looked like they had already lived several lifetimes. Everyone called him Master Veer, a retired schoolteacher, a man known for his strange wisdom and silent routines. Rian swallowed. I want to change, but I don't know how. Master Veer smiled gently. That is because you are trying to learn a lion's roar before you learn how to breathe. Rian blinked. He didn't understand. Come to my hut tomorrow morning, the old man said. If you truly wish to change, I will show you how. A soft breeze passed between them, carrying a quiet warning. Just know, Master Veer added, the path will look too small to matter until it matters more than anything. Those words followed Rian all the way home. The next morning, Rian arrived early. Master Veer's hut was tiny and simple. A clay pot, a small broom, a stack of old books, and a garden of herbs and flowers he tended every day. Today's lesson is simple, the old man said. He handed Rian a small cup, filled to the very brim with water. Walk around the garden once, he instructed, without spilling a single drop. Rian raised an eyebrow. That's it. Rian walked. 5 steps in, a tiny pebble twisted under his foot. The water splashed over the edge. I failed, Rian admitted, looking down at the spilled drops. You didn't fail, the old man corrected. You discovered. Discovered what? That your mind wanders more than your feet. He handed him another cup. Again, Rian tried. He failed again, and again. By the 10th attempt, his frustration boiled over. Master, what does this have to do with my life? The old man finally walked toward him, slow and thoughtful. You spilled discipline the same way you spilled the water, he said, with the smallest distraction. The words stung, but they were true. Come tomorrow, Master Veer said, and we'll try again. The next day, the exercise changed. Today, Master Veer said, I want you to sweep just one part of the yard. Just one part. Yes, only one. Rian swept a small square of ground. It took only 2 minutes. Come back tomorrow. Sweep one square again. The next day, he did it again. And the next. And the next. After a week, something strange happened. Rian began sweeping 2 squares. Then 3. Then half the yard, simply because he felt like it. And the old man simply smiled. One small habit, he whispered to himself, leads the mind to bigger ones. Soon, Rian found himself helping in the garden, then reading one page of a book, then writing down a small list of daily goals. Not big goals, not overwhelming ones, just small actions repeated daily. And for the first time in years, Rian felt proud of himself. But Master Veer wasn't done teaching him yet. One evening, the old man called Rian inside. "Tomorrow," he said softly, "I want you to climb the eastern hill." That hill was steep, tall. Most villagers avoided it. "Why?" Rian asked. "You'll know at the top," Master Veer replied. The next morning, Rian climbed. At first, his legs burned. Sweat dripped down his face. Part of him wanted to give up, but something had changed inside him. A voice whispered, "Just one more step." Then another, and another. After nearly an hour, Rian reached the top, breathless but victorious. He looked around, and his jaw slowly dropped. There, carved into a stone platform, was a single sentence. The letters were faded, but powerful. "Greatness is built on the ground you walk daily." Behind him, he heard footsteps. Master Veer had followed quietly. That sentence, the old man said, was carved by a monk who lived here long before you were born. Rian touched the stone. Something inside him stirred. "You climbed this hill," Master Veer continued. "The same way you will build your life." Rian swallowed. One step at a time, one small habit at a time. The wind brushed past them, carrying the weight of a revelation. But the test wasn't over. A week later, Rian received an unexpected message. A training program in the city, one he had applied for months ago, but forgot about, wanted to interview him. Fear instantly returned. The old version of him whispered, "You're not ready. You'll embarrass yourself. Just stay here." For a moment, Rian almost listened. But then he looked at his broom, his notebook, the tiny cup sitting on the shelf. He realized something. He wasn't the same Rian anymore. At the interview, he didn't try to impress anyone. He simply answered with calm confidence. When they asked, "How did you develop discipline?" he smiled softly. "I started with a single daily habit that felt too small to matter. But it changed everything." A week later, he received the acceptance letter. The first major step of his life had finally begun. But there was one last lesson waiting for him. Before leaving for the city, Rian visited Master Veer one last time. "I don't know how to thank you," Rian said, bowing. The old man shook his head. "I didn't change you," he replied. "Your habits did." Then he handed Rian a small wooden cup, the same one he used on the first day. "Carry this with you. Whenever life feels overwhelming, remember that the greatest battles are won through the smallest actions." Rian held the cup close, a symbol of who he used to be and who he had become. As he walked away, Master Veer called out, "Rian, one last thing." The young man turned. "If one small habit can change your day, imagine what a lifetime of them can do." Those words stayed with him forever. In life, most people wait for motivation, but motivation fades. Motivation is loud, temporary, emotional. Discipline, real discipline, is quiet, steady, almost invisible. It lives in the smallest choices you make daily. One glass held steady, one square swept, one page read, one step climbed, one promise kept. Small habits don't look life-changing on day one, but one day, they create a version of you you never imagined you could become. So start small. Start today. Start now. Because the life you want to live is built quietly, in the daily habits no one sees, but everyone will notice in the end.